What do you think, Tony?
Looking great.
You think it's looking good?
So far, so good.
Oh, yes, it's gonna be awesome, huh? So,
Delivery.
what's up, Paul?
Ah, I smashed my finger!
Oh my
Look at that!
Look what, Jesus Christ.
So Brandon is back here working on the CUDA, so let's go back here and see what's got going on. Brandon, we have a deadline. What are you doing?
Working on the CUDA, trying to fix up the floor and this piece here.
Doesn't look like you're working. Looks like you're on your phone, Brandon.
Okay, fine. I was. Want to know what I was doing?
What are you doing?
I was playing Raid Shadow Legends. Here, let me show you what I'm playing. Raid Shadow Legends has tons of amazing looking champions, all unique in their own way. Here's a quick look at the ones you'll meet. Use my links below to download Raid yourself to your mobile phone or PC. These are called Banner Lords. Banner Lords are basically medieval knights with a massive kingdom in the west of Teleria. They're arrogant and warlike. They believe themselves to be on the side of good, but the orcs, Ogren, skinwalkers, and lizardmen would disagree. The lands of the Banner Lords were taken from the non-humans by force and kept through centuries of persecution with the help of the Sacred Lord. Now, with the Banner Lords weakened by wars of their king, the time might be at the hand for these races to right an ancient wrong by whatever means necessary. One of my personal favorites is probably the masked fearmonger. This guy kind of looks like somebody who'd be drumming a Billy Cuda. Then you got the Stag Knight. That guy looks pretty cool though. He's got a giant rack. Chancellor Yasmin. Yeah, she's alright. We got Minea. Don't let looks fool you. She's probably pretty mean. And this month, Raid has just released a ton of new, amazing clan features and improvements. There are brand new quests for you and your clan members to work together, new benefits for every clan member just for being in a clan, and even a brand new clan shop that gives you some access to some incredibly powerful items. I like playing with other people, so I love all the new content for me to explore and complete with my clan. This month also has new champions to collect from fragments in the Doom Tower, and loads of events and competitions to take part in. If you want to get a huge head start in Raid, all you have to do is hit the link in the description below or scan my QR code and you'll get an epic hero Chonaru, who is amazing in the Doom Tower.
200,000 silver, 1 XP boost, 1 energy refill,
And 1 ancient shard. So you can summon an awesome champion as soon as you get in the game. All this treasure will be waiting for you right here, and the rewards will be available for only the next 30 days and only to new players. Once you're in, you can find me in-game under the name Muscle Rods. And if you're fast, you can join my clan. And it's that easy. Just click the link in the description and I'll see you in the game. A big thanks to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this episode of Muscle Rod Shop. Thanks, Raid. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Muscle Rod Shop. So today we're gonna do the turbos. It's a turbo day today. And we got Davey from Smeding Diesel coming over to help us out with some things. So the thing we're doing right now is trying to figure out exactly what flanges we're using on here, okay? So that one is kind of nuts. I mean, you can see just how big this thing is. It's a 5-inch outlet on that flange there. Really, really big. So I'm not really used to stuff like this, so I'm gonna have like I said, Davey come over and help us out with that. And they are the ones that supplied the turbos for the demolition project. So before he gets here, and we're waiting for him to get here right now, he's actually his shop's about 5 minutes away from here. So before he does that, I'm gonna run you guys through a couple of different things. So one, we dropped the front of the car. It is a lot lower. Well, not a lot. It's probably about 5 or 6 inches lower now. So now you can see it sits in the middle of the tire. And that's where it's gonna stay for now until later on we can do a re-arch on the spring and get that situated. But that's where it's gonna sit. It's still pretty big. So I'm gonna give you an example of how big it is right now, okay? Okay, I am 6'4". So, that's how tall it is. It's big. So, this is like 5 feet right here at the top of the fender. 6'4". So for me to get in this, it's gonna be, you know, a job. So I would need a big step and all that stuff to get in.
As you can see, it is a massive piece already. It's just huge.
So anyways, it gave it a really cool rake. Sits up a little bit higher in the back than it does in the front. But later on, that can all change, you know, when we go to a coilover setup. So that's what we're looking at. I am filming in the GoPro today because my camera is dead. I haven't used it in 2 weeks, so it doesn't want to be alive right now. So we got David just showed up, Davey, and some other guy just walked in the door. You want to introduce yourself?
My name is Matt, and I'm starting a YouTube channel about guns.
Oh, that's a good one.
Like, well, maybe we'll check it out. Cool. It's probably something really small, but Davey just brought over
Some good
gaskets
stuff for
and
us.
clamps here. We got the downpipe clamp, compressor outlet clamp, and then the hot pipe to S300 clamp. And we also got our T6 clamps and T3 clamps. Just not very exciting, but
It is exciting.
I guess
I'm
they're needed for
excited.
Yeah,
completion.
because we need
pretty
this
exciting.
stuff pretty bad right now. So, oh, what's up, guys?
What's up?
How you doing? All right. So the other thing we were talking about needing was the actual parts that go on the pipe, the V-band part.
So you need the flanges. We got a couple solutions for flanges, some of which we make, some of which I can kind of help you source. This one here I do have. It's going to be an aluminum version.
Because then we got a boot going on this.
Boot will go on that, boot will go on that. And then I have a couple options for this we can come up with. We'll have to kind of go over what you're going to do there for the downpipe.
So that's going to be a little complicated, all right?
Don't you
So
split
I think you and I already talked about this. So it's going to come out from here. It's going to go from 5 to 4, and then it'll turn and do a Y. So that's where the cutout is. 1/2 will drop down 4-inch that goes underneath the entire vehicle all the way down with a muffler and everything. The other side will come up, wrap around the top, facing forward right here, then split into another Y, and then go from a 4-inch round to 4-inch oval.
Okay.
One goes that way, and one comes this way to the outside of the fender.
Yeah.
That's all.
So you're gonna have like a cutout for it?
Yeah, it'll have a cutout. Yeah,
Okay, so you can have a nice quiet mode, and then you can have like a rumble mode or something.
exactly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's gonna be some fabricating.
Yeah, just a little bit. So,
What do you gotta do here, Brandon, for this intake piping with that filter there?
so you remember how we were talking about
Just a remote filter?
what's going on with this?
Yeah. Oh, that'll get it out around it.
Yeah. So
Right.
this is going to come out in about 1.5 inches,
right.
I think. Then that'll push all of this out 1.5 inches. So hopefully we'll clear that. If it doesn't, then we'll do remote
There
mounted.
is remote mounts for those. That might be your saving grace,
Yeah.
making your life easier.
Yeah.
We might do a remote mount for that. But it also pushes everything else out, and we're about 1.5 inches away from the fender right now.
Tight fit.
It's, dude, no, it really is. It's very tight in there. So
That's how I like it.
that's how Matt likes it.
Tight and hot.
That's
What this is all gonna be.
just burning the skin off.
I have an air cooler that might work for you off of 2013 Dodges. That might be a good choice. We can look at it. I can probably bring one over and we can just set it up there and see if it looks reasonable to you. And they'll handle 1,000 horsepower. That's not a problem. We've well tested them into that.
Well, here's the problem with it.
I guess you don't want papers. Oh, here's the intercooler right here. 6, so overall is 8 inches.
Well, we can try it out. Radiator, we can always run with any, radiator. I can.
Any radiator working. Honestly, the Cummins don't, especially in the application like this, doesn't need that big of a radiator.
Yeah.
They don't get very hot unless you're towing really.
They're gonna be towing.
Oh yeah, they are towing. I forgot.
Or what?
Depends on what you're towing, I guess.
I'm gonna take boats and put them in the ocean.
And then put this in the ocean.
Well,
No? Okay.
The difference between new
Dang,
and
that's
old.
sweet. Well, and that's what they look like when they're off. Think about how much different they probably look when they're on too, right? I
Yeah.
assume these are real bright.
They are very bright.
That is
So there's no LED board behind these right now.
So clean.
So these will actually light up sideways,
That'd be sweet.
integrated.
Sweet.
So those are, and then these are your buckets. Headlights, I don't think headlights have come in yet, but your spoiler came in. So Steve will be cutting this.
Nice. You wanna take it out?
Yeah. He'll be cutting that in about a week or so. And yeah,
Look at this.
so smooth.
That's cool. I love it.
We'll be cutting that and then making it really big. You want to take it home tonight or what?
No, I'm good.
You can.
I'll let you
Fine.
keep it for a little bit
You
longer.
can bring it back.
Thanks a lot, man.
Peace out, Girl
Thanks for
Scouts.
coming by.
Seems like we got a plan.
Yeah.
How do you like it, Matt?
I love it.
You like it?
I just love looking at these hips.
They're fat.
Now that they match. Dude, it is so wide.
Here.
It actually looks like right now it has a chop top because it's so wide in the hips.
Yeah, it does look smashed down.
It looks, and just cause, probably because it's jacked up, looks like it's squished, but
Yeah.
I love it. It's gonna be great.
So that's what we got left on the turbo stuff. We're gonna do all the mock-up stuff. What do you think, Tony?
Looking great.
You think it's looking good?
So far, so good.
That was, yeah, it's gonna be awesome, huh? So,
Delivery.
there we go. What's up, Paul?
Ah, smashed my finger!
Oh my
Look at that!
Look like Jesus Christ. Guys, I want to introduce you, not to Paul, but his friend. What's his friend's name?
Bruce. He
Bruce.
looks like a
Hold
little,
on, let me.
like a shark when you look at him that way.
God damn. Guys, look. Paul has had a finger like this for how long have you had that?
It was small like 10 years ago, and it just started getting bigger.
Yeah. So if you ever hear jokes like, "Wow, that gap can fit a big finger" or something like that, that's what we're talking about. This thing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get a quick view of this.
Normal? Not normal.
That camera's number 1 or 2?
Good God.
Don't make me use this, Tony.
Tony, you need to be very careful because that finger is gonna hurt you. Okay. Open that booty up. Look at the veins this thing's got in it.
Come on, don't be looking that close.
It's so veiny.
Lord.
So veiny.
Jesus. This right here, he's gonna actually have this taken out when?
The 29th.
On the
This
29th.
month. So that's next Thursday. It'll be looked at. I don't know if it'll be taken out then.
No,
hopefully,
they're definitely gonna take that thing out.
hopefully they take it out.
So how'd that happen? How
Yeah,
long-
I think it's from past injuries, like pulling wire and getting your finger cut and smashing it and just normal mechanic stuff. you know?
Good God. And you're gonna have it. Okay, so they're gonna go look at it, and then, man, I have been trying to get him to let me put a needle through this thing for so long.
They call it a fatty something.
You know what would take care of that?
No, that's not it.
America. We need America this thing. Ugh.
Call me finger?
All right, yeah, call me finger. Take care of that, call me finger. All right, so we got a box in. Watch out, dude, don't splatter that finger everywhere. Ruin the damn cardboard. So we had a box, it just came in from Global Parts Services. Global Parts Services. So what we have here is a mock-up, a wooden mock-up for the transfer case for the CUDA. Okay, I've been waiting for this thing to come in because it's a Hero transfer case, and what we're gonna do, this thing's basically like a turbo housing. You can turn it, and you can clock it in many different positions. So I gotta put that thing up there so we can see if we're gonna change out that mount, transmission mount there. And we need to know if the drive shaft is gonna clear that giant transmission pan that's all beautiful and billet and whatnot. And I just might have to cut a big fat chunk right out of the side of that thing.
Side of what?
Like that wide?
Yeah, about that wide.
Okay.
Matter of fact, that's probably. So, what this came with here is that, and these.
Input shafts.
Yeah, look at the size of this is. Why is there so many of these? Oh, okay. So we got to put these on the back of the transmission, make sure everything's good to go.
Yeah, they're
all that works.
all different part numbers, so I'm not sure if the spline count's different or what's different about them, but
Yeah, right now we have a 29 spline in the back of that transmission, and then we're gonna put all this stuff together, clock it the right position, send all this stuff back, and they're gonna send us a beautiful billet transfer case that looks like this. So here's a good shot with the transfer case in. This is final. This is what we're gonna use. Hopefully it holds up to all the power. It's worth a lot of money because it's wood. So this is where the drive shaft comes out, or the output shaft, and then it's gonna go down to the rear axle. That goes to the front drive shaft. The front drive shaft clears pretty good. You can see there's from the front drive shaft down to the front axle. It actually does clear this corner. So we're good to go on that. And then up in here, way up in here, is where we're mating the transfer case
to the transmission, and in between there goes this giant chunk of billet. So how all this works is when this transfer case is taken off, on the back of the transmission, this thing will bolt on. There's studs that come out of those little holes, and it'll bolt on to here. So this bolts on in there. And then the transfer case bolts on to this piece here from this side, from the back side, but on this side. So you got to choose which one you want, and then you can do this, and I'll show you the angle. Look at this, the angle it's sitting at. So that's our new angle, because it clears the top. We got about an inch up there, and it clears everywhere else. So I think we're good to go.